Our top story here at 6, the man shot by Metro Police after allegedly pointing an AR-style gun at officers is expected in court today. According to police, Jerron Bobbitt had the gun illegally because he was previously convicted on multiple felonies. LMPD recently released body camera video from the shooting involving Bobbitt. It shows officers initially responding to Beecher Street in the Wyandotte neighborhood on a domestic violence call.
Now, drop the freaking gun! Drop it!
It is at this moment when Officer O'Shea Rogers shoots Bobbitt. Other officers then come in to treat his injuries. Bobbitt did survive the shooting and has since pleaded not guilty to charges including assault and evading police. He's expected in court this morning at 9. And 2 men charged with stealing almost $1 million worth of merchandise from Lowe's stores are expected back in court today. Jeffersontown police arrested Aubrey Walker and William Walker in connection to the scheme. Police say with help from others, the pair hit stores in Louisville, Frankfort, Lexington, Owensboro, and Evansville, Indiana. The suspects would take items to the customer service desk and fraudulently charge them to business accounts from companies they didn't work for. Both men are due in court at 9 this morning. And J-Town police are still looking for the 3 other people they say are involved. Their names are Gary Carmen, Robert Lewis, and Anthony Phillips. We're showing you their photos on your screen. If you have any information, you can call police at 267-0503 or email crimetips@jtownky.pd.gov. New this morning, a man from Madison, Indiana was arrested in Kentucky after police put a call out on social media. Police say 31-year-old Charles Martin was found yesterday in Tribble County. The Sheriff's Department in Jefferson County, Indiana posted that update on social media after asking for the public's help to find Martin. Police say he acted recklessly with a vehicle and a firearm. The Kentucky State Police helped the Sheriff's Department make the arrest. We're working to learn some more details right now. 1 person is dead and another hurt after multiple crashes at the interchange of I-65 North to I-64 East. Louisville Metro Police say around 2 Sunday afternoon, a car lost control on the ramp and crashed into the concrete wall. The driver wasn't injured and got out of the car to a safe location while police headed to the scene. Then another car lost control and hit the concrete wall near the first crash. The man driving the second car was taken to the hospital where he later died of his injuries. His passenger was also taken to the hospital and is expected to survive. As the holiday season ramps up, a hunger crisis in our city continues. For shelters and food banks across Louisville, this time of year always marks a rise in demand. But as WHAS11's Connor Steffen shows us, it's now complicated by a rise in prices, too.
As the holiday season approaches, Nina Mosley with Wayside Christian Mission says her team is experiencing an anomaly when it comes to the number of beds available.
Well, naturally, this is the coldest part of the year, this in December and January, so we do have a lot more people. It's important to get people in when it's freezing like that because we don't want anybody dying on the streets in Louisville, and that has happened in the past.
She says normally beds don't fill up until the colder months. Mosley's headed up the nonprofit, which serves more than 2,000 meals daily for 35 years now. She says winter can always be a particularly challenging time of year.
The shelters are full. The shelter has been staying full since the end of summer, and it's just a lot more strain on everything.
This year, for food banks and families alike, prices at the grocery store have had a particularly firm grip on operations.
Anyone who does grocery shopping consistently knows that groceries have just about tripled in prices over the past year, which is hard for people who are struggling anyway. With the increase in prices in food, fuel, electricity, water, all of that. It makes a big difference.
A difference seen during Thanksgiving meal service this year.
We were a little bit concerned because we didn't have enough turkeys for Thanksgiving.
Falling short about 50 turkeys, she said a last-minute donation brought them over the line.
If it weren't for the good community that we are in, it would be much, much harder.
She says of those staying with Wayside, many are families and adults who have a steady income from work but are falling behind while prices rise. She's looking for a particular donation from the community headed into Christmas.
Again, for Christmas, we need turkeys and hams, and we need breakfast foods.
Call to action during this season of giving. Connor Steffen, WHAS11, on your side.
Wayside Christian Mission says it's not only in dire need of donations, but also volunteers. For more information on how you can help, click on the link in this story at WHAS11.com. All right, Ben, it's a cold one out there. What's one thing to know?
Yeah, bundle up as you head out this morning. Temperatures are in the 20s. Definitely need that heater on that car ride and the warm jackets and coats for today, as we'll only be near 40 later on this afternoon. Some clouds to start with, but it is dry out there, clearing out to some sunshine later on today. We'll plan out the rest of this week and the weekend coming up. And now another update on that backup building.
Yeah, good morning. If you live in Oldham County or points northeast of there and commute into downtown Louisville, I would highly suggest rerouting yourself around I-71. We're watching a crash this morning, taking up the right lane and right shoulder on 71 northbound towards Barber Lane. In a few minutes, I'm going to talk more detail about some overnight road closures that'll be happening along the Gene Snyder during the course of this week.